Hello friends, welcome to Insights ICANN initiative. I am really thankful for your positive feedback for the last few videos. In today's video, we are going to discuss about what is Zero FIR. You know friends, Zero FIR was in news in the context of Manipur violence. Before that also, Zero FIR was in news in various incidents where women subjected to sexual assault and some other unfortunate incidents. In those contexts also, Zero FIR was in news. Now let us see what is Zero FIR means, and we will go through in detailed analysis regarding the Zero FIR. First we will see the syllabus mapping, then we will go through the video components related to Zero FIR. First let us see the syllabus mapping point of view. It is related to prelims point of view in current affairs, and of course in mains it is related to polity point of view, that is offences and the speedy justice. In that context, even the social issues point of view also, this topic is very relevant, the Zero FIR. Now the video contents. In this video, first we will see why it is in news. Already I given a hint of information that it is in news because in the context of Manipur violence. So many people belong to Manipur, so they are fearing to go to Manipur and give the complaints, so that they are giving complaint in while they were living in Delhi itself. In that context, the Zero FIR was in news. What is Zero FIR? I will explain, and the legal basis for Zero FIR, and we will discuss about what was the objective behind the Zero FIR, why the Zero FIR was introduced, and why we are practicing. And we will also discuss about some of the important Supreme Court judgments regarding this FIR related issues. Then we will discuss about CrPC, and in CrPC, what are the cognizable offences, non-cognizable offences, in which offence FIR is relevant, we will discuss. Okay, these are the video components we are going to check in this video. First, let us see Zero FIR. You know students, for better understanding of Zero FIR, you should know, first FIR stands for First Information Report, FIR. You know students, every police station has its jurisdiction. Zero FIR means even though the scene of incident is not within the jurisdiction of the police station, still the police station has to take the complaint and they have to file the FIR. That is known as Zero FIR. So Zero FIR, it reads like this. It is an FIR registered in police station that does not have the jurisdiction over the scene of incident or the spot of crime where the crime has committed. That means previously police used to reject the complaint because that is not under their jurisdiction. Because of that, the complaint used to get registered in delay, and the investigation used to be delayed. Sometimes the delay in the initial stages of the investigation, it may lead to inconclusiveness in the case. So to avoid all these things, to serve the justice in a very speedy manner, we introduced the Zero FIR. Zero FIR, it was not there in the CrPC, but the FIR is there in the CrPC. This section 154 clause 1 of the CrPC deals with the FIR, First Information Report. Listen students, FIR applicable only in the cognizable offence. Okay, in the non-cognizable offence, police cannot register the FIR. Police can register FIR only on the orders of the court. Police themselves cannot register the FIR in non-cognizable offence. So what is the difference between cognizable and non-cognizable offence? I will tell you that. Now first, let us focus on the context, why it is in news. In the recent incidents related to violence and crime in Manipur, lot of Zero FIRs were filed in the different areas of the country, especially in Delhi. So this brought the spotlight on Zero FIR. Now let us see why Zero FIR much related to Manipur. You know students, almost all around 6,000 cases were filed related to violence in Manipur in last 56 days. Out of them, almost all 1/3, that means around 2,000 cases are related to Zero FIR. And the majority of the Zero FIR are sumoto cases filed by the police officials. Sumoto cases means police themselves are taking up the cases without any complaints. Sumoto. Okay. On average, more than 100 cases were filed every day as Zero FIR. That means this was pretty much in news. Zero FIR. Now let's see why the reason for Zero FIR. People are scared to go to this Manipur Valley to complain in the police stations located in the Manipur Valley. So the people who are located in Delhi, Aizawl in Mizoram, and Guwahati in Assam, they are giving, these are the people who related to this Manipur Valley. So they are giving complaints outside of the Manipur, wherever they are staying. That is the reason this Zero FIR were increasing related to Manipur violence. Reasons for Manipur violence. Students, the main reason, already I made a detailed analysis regarding the Manipur violence. I'll include that video in the cards. Please refer that. Okay. And I'll include that video link in the video description. This video description. Please refer that also. You will get an idea. In the Manipur, the violence was mainly between the Metis community and Kuki tribes and some other tribes. The Metis community, the Manipur High Court given a judgment that Metis community should be given the ST category, and this was opposed by the Kuki and other tribes. That resulted to protest, and protest turns into violence, and that violence turns into a lot of killing on either side of the group. Recently, the video which was parading, which was taking two women in naked way, that was very unfortunate incident, and that went viral, and that brought a lot of attention to this particular Manipur issue. Even that resulted to the lot of debate and demand in the parliament, and which led to the introduction of no confidence motion against the government also. That also, no confidence motion also, we discussed previously. Now the impact of the violence. In Manipur, due to this violence, section 144 was introduced, and in certain areas, shoot on sight orders were also been, issued, and around 200 people died, and internet ban was issued. Because of that, education and business and government services were affected. Around 12,000 Manipur people, they fled and they are taking shelter in Mizoram, and around 3,000 people, they are taking shelter in Assam as well as Nagaland. This is the severity of issue. Next, what is Zero FIR? As I mentioned earlier, Zero FIR is the registration of FIR irrespective of the scene of crime. Then, so that here no jurisdiction is required. Police station, so they don't require the jurisdiction of the scene of crime. So investigation will begin. So when the investigation will begin, the police station which takes the Zero FIR, later that FIR will be transferred to the concerned police station. From there, this investigation will begin. Why we are calling it as a Zero FIR? Because every FIR will be given a particular number. Okay, a specified number will be given. For the Zero FIR, zero number will be given. That is the reason we are calling this as a Zero FIR. And the Zero FIR objective is, it is creating obligation, that is duty on the police officials to take the complaint irrespective of the jurisdiction, so that quick action can be initiated. So police cannot claim the excuse that it does not come under their jurisdiction. So to avoid that, the Zero FIR was started. This concept been much used. The Zero FIR, this provision was recommended by the J.S. Verma committee, which was set up in the context of the Nirbhaya incident. This was also very unfortunate incident. And the judgment of Supreme Court related to FIRs. Here we will see two judgments specially related to the FIRs. One is related to Lalita Kumari versus Government of UP, and the other one is Satvinder Kaur versus State. In the first case, it is saying that the woman in distress, or when women subjected to violence, the FIR registration is mandatory, especially if it is related to cognizable offence. So authorities should not hesitate to file the FIR. If any public servant is showing hesitation, is not taking the complaint, then they will be punishable also. That aspect we will discuss later. Next, Satvinder Kaur versus State. Here, woman has every right to lodge the complaint from any place. This was in 1999. In future, that led to the Zero FIR. That means irrespective of the jurisdiction, women can file a case. Okay. Next, what are the main objective? Obviously, it will avoid the delay, and it helps in the timely jurisdiction or timely registration of the FIR. And it also makes police will take the immediate action that leads to justice done in a very swift manner. That means justice, will be served in a very time-bound manner. Students, you might have remembered that Plato theory of justice or John Rawls theory of justice. Justice is the fundamental aspect in the state administration. Justice is all about individuals' due rights and responsibilities. That is about justice. If persons are not getting justice, then they lose confidence on the institution. That may result to revolt by the people. Next, what is CrPC? Because this FIR, this Zero FIR, so it is present in the CrPC, and in this context we are going to discuss about what is CrPC. You know, students, offense, actually offense, when a particular offense is committed, offense, generally the nature of offense, what is the nature of offense and the definition of offense, definition, these things will be included in the IPC, Indian Penal Codes. If we are talking about the criminal offenses, okay. If you remember, tell me students, in which year we made the IPC, in which year we codified the IPC, and on the recommendation of which commission, which law commission recommended the IPC, tell me. Definition, nature and definition. Then how to implement punishment, implementation of punishment, that means procedure, what kind of procedure we have to follow, that is by the CrPC, Criminal Procedure Codes. Okay, this FIR present in Criminal Procedure Code, FIR present in Criminal Procedure Codes. We'll see which section of the CrPC deals with the FIR. See, CrPC deals with what? Procedure as well as the process to be followed in criminal cases, which include how to done the investigation, how to conduct the trial, and the punishment for the criminal offenses. Punishment in detail, CrPC. Next, cognizable offense, non-cognizable offense. Remember students, cognizable offenses are generally serious in nature, heinous crimes. In cognizable offense, police officer does not require the warrant. Without warrant only, they can arrest persons. And generally, cognizable offenses are offenses where punishment will be more than 3 years. And bail also cannot be given by the police officer. So, station bail cannot be given to the person who was arrested under cognizable offense without warrant. And as soon as a person is arrested, the person has to be produced within 24 hours before the nearest magistrate. Tell me students, which article of the fundamental rights saying that the arrested person must be introduced before the court within 24 hours? Which article is saying that? Next, according to 177, Law Commission is saying that cognizable offenses are offenses where the arrest of the person is required immediately. They are generally serious in nature, like kidnapping, murder, rape, dowry death, all these are things. Here FIR register only in cognizable crimes. In non-cognizable crime, FIR will not be registered unless until court direct in such a manner. Next, non-cognizable offense. Here, police cannot arrest a person without having the warrant from the court. They cannot even start investigation without permission of the court. These are including forgery, cheating, defamation, public nuisance, all these are the non-cognizable offense. Non-cognizable offense attract punishment up to 3 years. 3 years or less than 3 years. Generally, these are bailable offenses. Getting bail is also pretty much easy. Next, FIR. We are discussing about Zero FIR. So that means you have to know what is the meaning of FIR. FIR stands for First Information Report. And CrPC section 154 clause 1 talks about FIR. And for example, if I am complaining, in my point of view, FIR is the information which I am giving to the public servants. Through that, the criminal action will be started. Criminal law take into its course. Whereas from police personal point of view, FIR will serve as a purpose, like it will give information about the criminal activity. So FIR plays very important role. Next, failure to register an FIR. Sometimes, especially when there is a collusion between the police officials and politicians, or police officials and powerful people. In that case, police officers sometimes they may reject or decline to take the FIR also. If that is the case, you can file a case on the police officer also under section 166A under IPC. This section was included according to J.S. Verma committee recommendation. According to this, if a public servant intentionally declining to file FIR, then they will be served with 2 years of punishment as well as fine. And what is the final conclusion? The final conclusion is, on this Manipur violence, Government of India already a panel was set up under the leadership of the retired Chief Justice of India, retired Chief Justice, and one peace committee was established under the governor, and security advisor Kuldeep Singh is also coordinating along with the civil society and along with this central state government and other civil societies. They are doing coordinated efforts to address the issues related to Manipur violence. Anyhow, it requires the discussion among all the stakeholders who are involving in this issue. The last video's question: communication compatibility and security agreements, COMCAS, are related to which country? The answer is USA. Next, today's question, students. With reference to Zero FIR, consider the following statements. So just read these two statements carefully and tell me what is the answer. Okay. So this is about today's question, and as we reach to the end of this video, we'll do the quick revision. In today's video, we discussed about what is the meaning of Zero FIR and what is FIR, what are cognizable offence, what are non-cognizable offence, what is the meaning of CrPC, and what happens if public servant is not registering the FIR, who recommended this Zero FIR, and what are the Supreme Court judgments related to Zero FIR, and what are the issues related to Manipur violence, what are the impacts, and what are the reasons for Manipur violence. Okay, these are the issues we discussed in this particular issues, and this is the detailed analysis regarding the Zero FIRs.